Hello everyone, Franklin County Mayor Chris Guest here with a Mayor's Friday update. We thought today would be a good time, as the time of year it is, to come down to the marina and have a little talk about boating safety, because it's leading into the summer. People want to get on the lake and enjoy the recreation and things that Franklin County has to offer. So with me today I have EMS Director Scott Smith, and he's just going to talk to us a little bit about requirements and the law and things you need to do to ensure boating safety, because we want everybody to have a good time and, like I said, enjoy the recreational assets that Franklin County has, but at the same time we want to keep everybody safe and happy. So Scott's going to take a few minutes today just to talk to us about boating safety. Scott?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, welcome Franklin County. You know, the emphasis here is safety, and we have a beautiful asset on Thames Ford Lake, and we want everybody to be safe and have the best time possible. But there are a few things that we have to do, and there are a few rules that we need to go by. And today we want to specify and talk about life jackets and the different types of life jackets and when they're serviceable and when we're supposed to wear them. I think everyone should know that a 12-year-old child and below needs to have that jacket on by law. If they're on a boat and that boat's moving, they need to have that jacket on. Now, adults are supposed to have enough intelligence and common sense to know whether or not they need to be wearing life jackets. But I would suggest when that boat is moving for everyone to have that jacket on, because that's the one thing that will keep you safe or keep you alive during an accident, because we work a lot of them on the lake, don't we, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, sir.
We have a lot of that happen. So I want to talk a little bit about jackets. First jacket I want to talk about is a Type 2 jacket. Now, this is not the cool and the most fashionable jacket to wear, but this jacket will save your life. And it's a Type 2 for a reason. This jacket is actually better, in my opinion, than a Type 3, because it has a lot of flotation and it's designed to roll you over and keep you face up during an accident. The life jacket count starts with a 1. Now, most folks in freshwater never see a Type 1 jacket. It's an offshore C-type jacket, and it's got heavier flotation than a Type 2, but it also will float you face up. But you will very rarely see those on a lake around Tennessee. Those are mostly ocean-going vessels. But this is the most common jacket you'll see at Walmart. Don't discount this life jacket. This life jacket will save your life. And they need to be on board a boat. And they need to be unwrapped and kept accessible at all times. This is the more standard jacket that most folks wear. This is a child size Type 3 jacket. Now, there's a difference between a Type 2 and a Type 3. And if you'll notice, all the flotation in a Type 2 jacket is on your chest in the front to roll you over. These are more balanced in their flotation. Okay? So if you get in an accident, you could lay over face down with a Type 3. So there are some better aspects to this type of a jacket versus a Type 3. Now, these are more popular, more comfortable, and swim a lot better than a Type 2 jacket, and that's why they're used more. And these are Coast Guard approved. And that's one thing that you must go by, because our friends at TWRA want to see that that's a Coast Guard approved jacket. So that's it for a Type 3. I think everybody's pretty commonly used these jackets. Here's another Type 3 jacket. Now, this is what all my rescue guys wear out on the lake or while we're doing salvage work. Okay, it's designed and it has an extra heavy front section, but it's lightweight and breathable. So I don't want to hear complaints that people say, well, I can't get a life jacket because it's too hot and I sweat too much. Here's a lightweight, breathable Type 3 jacket that's Coast Guard approved that everybody can wear. Okay, so next. My Swiftwater guys wear one of these jackets. Now, this is a Type 5 jacket. Does not mean it's better than a Type 1 jacket. It's just a special purpose jacket. It's especially made to do swiftwater rescue. Now, most of our swiftwater jackets have an extra thick front. Again, that's to keep you face up if you get unconscious in an accident. But this is a Type 5 jacket, and there are several different Type 5 jackets out there. Doesn't mean they're necessarily better, but they're specially built for a specific purpose. So that's the difference on a Type 5 jacket. Something else that we need to talk about. A Type 4, throwable cushion. There's a regulation. Any boat 16 foot or above has to have a throwable cushion on it or a throwable device. This is the most common. You'll find these at Walmart and different places, and they're fairly inexpensive. They also serve as seat cushions for you to sit on. So they serve multiple purposes, but they're for throwing out to a person who's swimming or having difficulty. You can throw this out to help them, keep above the water level till you can get to them. Throw them a rope or whatever you need to do. Very useful piece of equipment for a boat. Now, there are some serviceability issues. If you look at this one, this one's been on this salvage boat for a while. It's got some fade in it, but all the material is good. Okay, no holes. It's just not maybe as pretty as you'd like on a nice pontoon boat. But this is a work boat, so my guys don't complain about looks. I'm going to show you an unserviceable one. We just recently took this out of service. The reason it's unserviceable is because the lining is broken. Okay, any life jacket that has a cut, a tear in the lining is unserviceable. So if you bring that out on a TWRA stop, he's not going to count that jacket as serviceable. So if you've got 4 people on a boat and one of them has a ripped jacket, you've got yourself some trouble. So these things need to be all serviceable. And the reason is, if I threw this out to somebody and they grabbed it and pulled it, it's going to come apart very easily. What good is that going to do you in an emergency? So make sure that everything you have is serviceable and not torn. Another option is a hard throwable device. Not near as practical for the average boat owner, but it is a serviceable throwable device. This is the old life ring made famous by Gilligan's Island. A serviceable throwable device. There again, not that practical for recreational use, but we have them on board our boats. And the one thing about these devices is they take a lot of sun. And you'll see these on a lot of saltwater and Florida boats. They don't tend to deteriorate like these other throwable cushions do. They last a lot longer. So these are more commercial use type piece of equipment. But there again, if a person's out having trouble swimming and are you getting a boating accident, these things can save lives just as easily. So all of these are good pieces of safety equipment, and I would advise everyone to have one on board. It's a good safety practice, but it's also the law. And if you get stopped on board a vessel without the appropriate number of jackets, our good friends at TWRA will probably give you a ticket. And if you can't learn from that, tragically, you'll learn another lesson sometime down the road where a fatality may take place. So please, please wear your life jacket. It makes everything go. During an emergency, I can't really overstate the value of that life jacket. It's life or death. So please, Franklin County, always wear your life jacket.
Okay, we'd like to thank Scott for taking his time today just to take a few minutes and remind and talk to us about boating safety. And just to reiterate what he said, we want everybody to enjoy the lake and enjoy the tourism and recreational assets of Franklin County, but that's, at the same time, we want everybody to stay safe and well. So those things can work in conjunction and work together. That's our aim. So that's our little bit about boating safety to get the summer kicked off, and we will be back to work for Franklin County on Monday. Thank you.